folks. Welcome to the Regal Wellness Series and the 8th video of the new year. Today we're going to be talking about foot exercises. And your feet are extremely important for you. They transmit your body weight to the ground while you're standing, while you're walking, while you're jogging. They're a platform for balance. We talk about that all the time in our fall prevention class. And also they assist you in moving from place to place, ambulation. So it's really important to keep them strong, keep those feet healthy. So before we start our exercises, just a quick reminder about HealthyWayEvents.com. HealthyWayEvents.com. We have some terrific health educators doing all sorts of neat programs, and I think you'll really enjoy their classes. So jump on in on HealthyWayEvents.com. So let's get started with our exercises. And these are going to be foot, and we're going to get our ankle. We're going to get our ankle involved too on these. So we're going to start with our heel toe movements, and we're going to stand nice and tall, and we're just going to lift our heels up as high as we can, lift our toes up, and this also works your balance too. Heels, toes, just going up and down. And when you're doing these, folks, because it's a balance exercise, always do it near the wall or near a sturdy chair. So just in case you slip a little bit, you got something to grab. So that's our first exercise. Our next exercise, or we call it the fours. And we're going to sit down and do this. We're going to sit down, and you can go four. We're going to do everything 4 times, but you could go 5 times. You can go 10 times. Any number works. So we're going to get ourselves forward on our chair. We're going to lift our leg, and we're going to start with 4. We're going to start our first one. We're like stepping on the gas and stepping off the gas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next one, we call it our wipers, like windshield wipers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next one are our ankle circles, and we're just going to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our next one, we're just going to wiggle those toes. Just wiggle those toes. And you can do these obviously with your shoes on, your sneakers on. And also, if you can't wiggle those toes with your sneakers on, maybe your sneakers are a little too tight, so you want some room in there. You want some room so those toes can move around. So our next exercise, so that was our fourth. And of course, you're going to do it I'm just showing you on one side. Of course, you're going to do everything on both sides. And our next exercise is a really nice one. It's called our tennis ball roll. And we're going to get in. I'm going to pull the mat over a little closer. And you can use a tennis ball, something soft. This is a little squeeze ball. You can use that. That works really nice. We don't use a baseball, like a hard ball or a golf ball, because if you accidentally step on it, that ball being so hard, it might hurt your instep a little bit. So be careful with that. And this is a tennis ball roll. Let's use the tennis ball to start off. These are other little items we're going to use here. So a little tennis ball. We're just going to go forward and back, just forward and back. Nice little massage. And you go sideways. You can do little circles. You can do it on the heel, on the toes. That works really nice. Just little massages. And it's nice, you're watching TV, you're just hanging around, you take your shoe off, and you can do these barefoot. They might work even better barefoot. Like that. And then another nice little exercise with the ball. You take your toe, and I'm going to take my sock off. Bear with it. And we're going to just grip. See how I'm pushing the toes? I'm pushing the toes down. Just kind of separating those toes. It's a nice way to do that. Just press on the ball with your toes like that. Just kind of stretches them out, stretches out those toes. That's a nice little way to go, because you wouldn't want to use a hard ball on that. And the other works really nice with the squeeze ball too. Now another neat little exercise is our marble, picking up marbles. So we got little marbles. Now if they're a little too small, and these are hard, these are ones I'm just learning how to do this now. So I'm having trouble with that. So you try to get the marbles, grip it with your toe, and move them from place to place. So say you get 4 marbles, or whatever. You can use ping pong balls. I got ping pong balls here too. You can do it, and you grip it, and you put it from place to place. Grip it, and move it to side to side. So that's a nice little way to work, get those toes, exercise those toes. And another neat way to work the toes is to get a little newspaper and try to crumble up the newspaper with your toes. And it works really nice. And again, I'm just starting this out. These are new exercise, so I'm not very good at it, but like any other thing, to get good at it, you just got to practice on it. So try to crumple up the newspapers with your toes, pick up the marbles, or maybe a ping pong ball with your toes, just to work those toes, work those feet. And our last exercise we're going to show you today is our BOT, butt on toes. So we're gonna get on our knees. We're gonna get on our knees. Now, if this is awkward for you, we're going to show you another way. Get on our knees, and we're going to put our toes pressing down, and we're just going to lean back, like you're bringing your fanny back. That gets a nice little stretch on your toes. Now, if that's an awkward position to be in. If it is, no problem. What we can do, you can just bring your toes up, bring your heel, and push back like that. Can you see that? So I'm pushing back on my toes with my heel. That works good. Or even just come up and just press back like that. Get a nice little stretch there, like that. So there's all kinds of ways to do that. And if you do ever have any questions on these exercises, you've got my email, you have my phone number. We can go over those any time. So, and also we're going to show you next week. We're going to be doing some ball exercises. And we're going to show you inversion and eversion exercises for your foot and ankle. But we'll wait the next week to show you that. So, but folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, stay safe, stay strong, and be happy. Looking forward to seeing you next week.